Hey Pisces, welcome to Honey Word Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be your May 16th through 31st general reading. All right, so I'm going to start off as usual with some oracle cards, but this time I'm going to use two different oracle decks. The first one is going to be the Adinkra Ancestral Guidance cards by Bresi-Ando, Tools for Living. And everything is pre-shuffled. I just want to shuffle a little bit on camera. Messages for Pisces, please. Messages for Pisces. Okiafopa. Okiafopa is a good farmer, a symbol of diligence and hard work. Okiafopa. Okay. We'll see what the guidebook has to say or add to that. Okiafopa. Okay, Okiafopa. Nurture, diligence, and development. A farmer is a nurturer. Through process of focus, ritual, and devotion, they stimulate and create our sustenance. This situation requires your undivided attention. Nurture your end goal to fruition. Additional meanings for this card are dedication and focus is needed for this endeavor. What would happen if you nurtured your dreams the way you feed your fears? Hard work can never be erased. So Pisces spirit is calling for you to turn that nurturing energy that we know you have on yourself and on your personal goals. And the thing that stood out to me was what would happen if you nurtured your dreams the way you feed your fears, Pisces. Okay. Let's get a message from the Okana Oracle. This deck helps to facilitate shadow work. Let's see what the Okana Oracle has to say for you, Pisces. Where's the Okana Oracle has to say to Pisces spirit? With shadow messages. For Pisces for the second half of May. Where should they focus the energy of their shadow work? Thank you, spirit. Sorrow. It is through deep sadness that one masters discouragement. Okay, let's see what the guidebook has to say. Okay. Allowing any inconvenience to discourage you from pushing ahead on your journey to success. What does it mean to master discouragement through profound sadness? It means that even when you're pursuing the thing you want most to succeed, that if at any point in that journey you are hit with an obstacle that hurts your feelings or fills you with temporary doubts, that you continue pushing through. Often we hear stories of celebrities starting from nothing, living paycheck to paycheck, striving for years or even decades to hit their big break, and then eventually they do, and they relay the stories on television or internet videos hoping to inspire others, but are met with skepticism or even pushback. But they did exactly what this card is saying you refuse to, which is persist. They feel the hurt of rejection just as you have, the sting of being ignored just as you have, and the disappointment of slow success, But with that sadness existed determination, grit, and a stubborn will to succeed, which you need, Pisces. This card suggests that you have, in the past or even currently, allowed slights of any size to knock the wind out of your sails, encouraging you to retreat into becoming a non-entity, intimidated and fearful of the sadness that oftentimes comes with the pursuit of happiness. Pisces, you can't let nobody knock you off your square, baby. You can't give up when you get knocked down. When you get down, you gotta get back up. It is the sadness that helps you master discouragement. We all experience it, but it's about making the decision to not allow that feeling to keep you down. Making a decision to get up and continuing your diligence, continuing to be diligent, continuing to put the hard work in towards achieving your goals, despite what the situation may look like, despite discouragement that may come just from your circumstances or from an individual, whatever the case may be. You have a goal, you have something you're trying to manifest, you have to push past the obstacles. Sadness and rejection and discouragement being some of those obstacles. I feel like sometimes it's more difficult when the obstacle is an internal one, when it's an emotion. Because it feels like, a part of you. It feels like something that you can't hide from. And you're absolutely right. You can't hide from it. But emotions are temporary. They are temporary sensations in the body. And when you hold on to them and you relive them and replay them, you feel that over and over again. That's what makes it feel like those emotions are never going away. That's because you are holding on to them. You are allowing them to keep you down. You have to recognize that it's just a temporary feeling. It's a temporary something that you're going through. But that goal that you're trying to get to is not a temporary thing. Once you have accomplished it, that accomplishment is yours. Once you have manifested that thing, that manifestation is yours. It's here to stay. But you have to get there. You have to display that grit, the necessary determination to get to where it is that you desire to be, Pisces. All right, let's get your tarot. Today we're using the Akamara tarot. I love this deck because the images and concepts are based on African spiritual traditions and traditions throughout the diaspora, which is what Honeybird Tarot is about. And both all the decks today except the Rider-Waite are Black creators. This is beautiful, Pisces. I feel like this sorrow that you are experiencing, or this the area that you are allowing sorrow or discouragement to get the best of you in, is love. So your first card is La Lune, or the moon. And this talks about mysteries, or the things that are unseen. In African spiritual traditions, La Lune, or the moon, often represents our cosmic mother energy, Yemonja, Mami Wata, and other cosmic mothers. And there's a star in this card too, so I feel like this also speaks to the healing energy of the moon. But overall, I feel like it's something that is mysterious to you, something that you are not quite seeing or grasping. Maybe you have like a silhouette of something in your mind, or a general idea, but are needing some more clarity around something. And I feel like, excuse me, I feel like the thing that you are needing to gain clarity around is a love relationship with a possible soulmate. Marasa is here. That is the Lovers in the traditional tarot. And the Lovers is a decision about love, or around love. This talks about the inseparability, or the way in which divine masculine and feminine are entwined and balance each other out. It talks about the ecstasy of being in a balanced soulmate relationship. In harmony, six. The Lover's card is a six, which speaks of harmony. Oniha Calabash is here. This is the Knight of Cups. This is the knight who has a cup of love, a cup of emotion to offer. This knight is crying. I feel like this is representative of this sorrow. This knight has been through some things, has seen some tough times in love, but it is that sorrow that makes this knight so capable of loving and expressing that love and offering this cup. See, he's crying into the cup. His tears, it could be of love, of sorrow, of joy, are all going into this cup that he has to offer someone. And this is a water sign, so it could be you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This could be you crying into this cup and wanting to offer it to someone. May or may not be someone in particular. I don't see anyone else in this reading yet but you, Pisces. And this is the Eight of Cutlass. The Eight of Cutlass talks about feeling trapped, but really it's just the way you're thinking about something. You're trapped inside your own thoughts, having cyclical thoughts. Maybe you are thinking you've been discouraged in love, and so you're thinking you're never going to find love. You are sorrowful because you feel like you're never going to achieve this soulmate situation or soulmate relationship. The spirit is saying that's not true, because under the deck you have the Ashe of Cups. This is a new opportunity for your cup to runneth over. Spirit is offering you a new opportunity, a new emotional opportunity to have an abundance of love. That is what you don't see. That is what's hidden in this moonlight. That is what you need to gain clarity around, what you need to know. You got the moon mysteries at the beginning, and then at the end, under the deck, in the position of mystery, you have the Ace of Cups, or the Ashe of Cups. So I definitely feel like this is spirit saying love is here for you, Pisces, even if you cannot see it right now. You are needing to get over your discouragement and to keep pushing despite the discouragement, so that you can get to what it is that spirit has for you. Let's clarify. I'm going to clarify with the Rider-Waite. Lolu here for Pisces spirit. Anything else about Lolu for Pisces? Okay. All right, so Pisces, the first card you have clarifying Lolu is the Fool. So I feel like that is spirit saying that you cannot see that you're about to start on a new journey. You're about to take that first step into the unknown, even though you don't have all the answers. And it's going to bring you into an energy of equal give and take. That's what this card is about, the Six of Pentacles, equal give and take. I don't like this card in this particular deck because the card itself is not balanced. The design of the card isn't balanced. The meaning behind it is supposed to be about balance and harmony and the give and take being equal, but that's not what's happening in this card. First of all, there are 3 people in this card, so if it's referring to a relationship or a partnership, there's already inequality. There's 3 pentacles over the head of one person, and there's only 2 over the head of the other person. And the person who has the 3 pentacles over their head is the only one in this card who's actually receiving anything. So it could be that you're having an opportunity for a new beginning after having been in a situation that you thought was going to be equal give and take, but it really wasn't. And Spirit is balancing that out. Temperance is here. You might be dealing with the Sagittarius or have Sagittarius in your chart. But if not, this is Spirit just saying that, you know, they're going to step in to help you bring yourself into balance, to help you bring that situation into balance. There could have been competition, like I said. If there were 3 people in that Six of Pentacles card, there could have been competition, conflicts, and things like that surrounding this love situation. This spirit is wanting you to bring into balance and going to help you bring into balance. This may be what has discouraged you when it comes to love, and maybe the competition or those conflicts caught you off guard. It's not something that you were expecting to have to deal with, and as such it was extremely discouraging. Okay, why is Melissa here? Why's Marissa here for Pisces spirit? Knight of Wands. Yeah, I think whatever this conflict was, it definitely caught you off guard. You thought something was stable because it was very passionate, but it was just passionate, not stable at all. You definitely could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Pisces, or have Sagittarius in your chart, because there's another Sagittarius card here. It's Knight of Wands. And that's the only card that came out to clarify Marasa. So I definitely feel like you are dealing with the Sagittarius, or could possibly be an Aries or a Leo too, but I definitely feel Sagittarius. And this is an energy that comes in quickly with passion and leaves as quickly and as passionately. And maybe you got caught up in that passion and it was a disappointment. It was discouraging when the energy left as quickly as it came in. It's only how calibrated. Got the moon again. There's a lot of hidden things, a lot of mystery surrounding this situation, a lot of things that you don't understand or that have not been fully illuminated yet. And I feel like spirit is making it that way. All right, so Oniha Calabash is clarified by the moon, those mysteries, those things that you don't understand or don't have the full illumination on yet that are making you sad, that are putting you in a space of sorrow. But you are going to gain your clarity, or you're going to cut out things that are unclear. This Queen of Swords energy is not allowing anyone or anything that does not possess the necessary clarity, or anyone or anything that is dishonest can't approach her. She will cut their head off. And I feel like you have done that to someone, Pisces. You left someone out in the cold. Or you feel like someone has left you out in the cold. But I'm more getting that even though it was painful, you had to leave someone out in the cold because they weren't being honest. They weren't being forthcoming. They were not engaging in an equal give and take. So you had to make the difficult decision to stand in that Queen of Swords energy and let it go. But even when you leave someone else out in the cold, you feel that draft too. Especially when it's someone you love or really have like a soulmate connection with. You feel it. You feel it too when you leave them out in the cold. It's not easy. Why is the 8 of Cups here? This is definitely a soulmate relationship because we have the King and the Queen of Swords here. And the Four of Wands and the Devil. So it could be that you could possibly be dealing with a Capricorn, but if it's not a Capricorn, there's some codependency or some addictions or obsession somewhere in this situation, and that could be one of the things that is hidden in that moonlight. But clarifying the 8 of Cutlass, you have the King of Swords. You are going to come out of this energy of feeling stuck in your head, and I feel like whoever you left out in the cold is going to come back with clarity to complete this pair because you were in your Queen of Swords energy, because you made the step. You took the difficult step to cut off something that was not right for you. Cut off someone who was not sharing the way that they should have shared with you, who was not bringing the energy of equal give and take, who was not being forthcoming. When they come back, they're coming back passionately. This is the 1111 card, another soulmate card, the marriage card. But there could possibly be some codependency here. And in the traditional tarot, in the Rider-Waite tarot, Marasa would be the Lovers. The Lovers card looks almost exactly like the Capricorn card in the design. The colors are different, but If you put them side by side, you can definitely see a lot of similarities between those two cards. So I feel like there is something possibly codependent about this love situation, and Spirit is saying to, if you allow this love back in, to maintain that clarity, to make sure there is no obsession, addiction, or codependency coming back in with this love. But I feel like you are holding on, and your person is holding on because you know what you have in this connection. And if it's not that you're holding on to this connection, then maybe you're holding back your love because someone is still coming with addictions, obsessions, a codependent energy, because they haven't come back in this King of Swords energy. You are holding on in the sense that you're holding out for that clarity. You're holding out for them to come back the right way, Pisces. It's beautiful. But you have to be willing to take the first step on this journey. You cannot allow the sorrow that you've already experienced to hold you back or to hold you down. Okay. And like I said, you have Marasa, the Lovers. You have the Four of Wands here, and you have both the King and Queen of Swords, who I definitely feel like, and the Ashe of Cups. Definitely a true love, a soulmate situation, a very deep and spiritual bond here. Six, and you got six major arcana. Again, harmony represented with that number 6, and quite a bit of support from the universe and moving forward. But you have to take the first step, Pisces. You have to take the first step, and the universe will support you throughout this journey. Okay? All right. I hope this resonated with you. If it does, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please follow me on Instagram at Honeybird Tarot. I'm going to do a live love reading. Well, I was going to say tomorrow, but it's actually later today, right in the next, 13 hours at 6 p.m. Where I'll allow people to ask yes or no love questions. And that is Honeybird Tarot at Instagram. On Instagram at Honeybird Tarot, excuse me. All right, Pisces, I'll see you in your next reading. Pelu Ife with love. Bye-bye.